Oops. There, look, it's all small. Oh yeah, how you guys think about that video? How about that? I should play all my games like this. Oh, I think I saw Cammy do. Yeah, that was Stand Strong, Stand Fierce, DP Super. Even with that tiny resolution, I can see it. What? Maybe I should cut off the very top, just so it doesn't say the names. I mean, we can still see the screen without that, right? That way, I'm not necessarily ripping off of Tiger Uppercut. No, but I've still got that thing in the bottom middle, don't I? This is fine. If Ants watched Twitch, I wonder what channel they would watch. That was good. Kind of surprised it worked, but it was good. It's very easy to walk forward when someone's jumping backwards. It's very tempting. Most characters can't really attack you while they're jumping backwards, but there was no mix-up or anything to that EX Fireball. Why are you telling me that? Don't actually change it to Street Fighter, though. Do not change the title to Street Fighter 5. It's better off being something that's entirely not Street Fighter 5. Oh, big punish. Yeah, that's the punish I do here. With soccer, I do Crouch Fierce Medium Tatsu. That's pretty optimal. So K-Brad won one. He's doing pretty well this round. Oh, this does a lot. It's a very powerful combo. Oh, that's Tokido dropping combos. Okay. He had to burn a super to kill because he dropped the combo. Hard DP? He didn't even. You get better Oki if you don't get the hard DP. But the hard DP is, you know, technically speaking, free damage. I kind of like when I see people not do it. Oh, Tokido tech a throw like a retard. Makes me feel better when I tech throws about like retards. Knowing that Tokido occasionally does it. Anti-air medium DP. He throws mistimed, so that also makes me feel better. That might have been the dead zone for Kemmy's drill into uppercut. Or he might have just saved the second one. More likely the latter. It's not Gohan, it's Trunks, and it's once they go back in or forward in time, or across time laterally, perhaps. Alternate time. Why did Trunks return to his own timeline anyway? I think I said Trunks. I mean, I said Gohan at first. But it's Trunks who says it. It's like as soon as they go back in time. Forward in time. Around in time. Yeah, I think there's a certain amount of tongue-in-cheek there. I think it wasn't a full accident. I think there was a certain amount of purpose to it. He should have brought his mom to the fucking alternate present, alternate past. So the new episode of DBS is probably already out, right? The last one. Sako? I don't know who's in top 8, but that left looks like Sako. I don't know, like, what could possibly happen. Except what I'm anticipating to happen. Don't tell me if there's a big, like, pull from the rug from the bottom of the, you know. I feel like we never should have gotten Jiren's motivations. I feel like no matter what it would be disappointing. But it was, like, extremely disappointing. Menat. Minato. Big Bird has 4 mains. So even red fireballs, Menat can just reflect. Same with Sakura's charged fireball, same with Gal's V-skill fireball. It has to be an actual EX fireball in order for Menat to not be able to reflect it. I'm not sure about the absorb, the ballless V-skill. I don't remember if that can absorb red fireballs. The with ball definitely reflects them, but the no ball might just remove a hit and then she might just need it. Tricky! That was a really nice little setup. That was too. All that and she was still ended up being like +4 or whatever. +3. +2? I don't actually remember the amount when you do an orb pull from close. The number can vary depending on, I think it's +2. Menat cannot reflect EX at all. If memory serves. Oh, that was... If he just did low strong into pull, that probably would have worked. But he did low strong, low jab into pull. Aziz. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, he comboed the toss into the pull. The opponent has to be a very specific distance away for that to work. Looks really funny. I think she just eats it. But don't quote me. I need to go do it now. EX low toss is like +14 or something. It's like plus a pretty ridiculous number. On hit it leads to a combo. Or like it's lock-in rather. It's plus like 6. Nice. EX DP beats air fireballs and also dive kicks and also regular jumps. So you know. I asked this earlier and I don't remember the answer I got. Do we know the size of Falky's fucking stick? Is it like a big stick or a little stick? Is it a tonfa? Is it a bow? +3. Wow, that's not ridiculous at all. That's very ordinary. That's not even a ridiculous number in a little bit. Sad. Never mind. Take it back. I think it was just plus at all, and the other ones are quite minus. It's a big stick. That was... He did the crush counter follow-up without a crush counter. Made him a little minus. Ah, reversal 3-frame. Sako doing Sako! If he completed that combo. I don't even think it would have killed. The reset ended up being pretty good. That was weird. Destroyed the fireball and kept going. EX high orb toss does the same damage as a hard soul throw, I think. But EX High Orb Toss gives you very good Oki. I think you can do forward dash into Stand Roundhouse, and it's meaty after an EX High Orb Toss, if memory serves. If you watch even a little bit of Sako Menat footage, he drops stuff all the time. Menat has a lot of very droppable combos. Granted, Sako gets them more than anyone else I ever watch. A staff character with Rekkas. That was a good super confirm. Good lord. I didn't know that. That's cool. I don't think I've ever thrown an EX High Orb at a fireball. EX High Orb is the one that's easy to forget about. It's probably the most useless of the EX Orb tosses, but it has some interesting things that it does. But EX Low and EX Straight are both really good. EX High is just the juggly one, and honestly it's not even most of the juggles you do with it are not especially better than like a soul throw. I think there's an edit button, and you hit that button, and then it lets you change the title. And it's like beneath. But I don't know. I never really messed around that much with EX High Orb. It's kind of cool if it does some other stuff. That might have been a punish on the air fireball. This meter is almost always worth spending. You get really, really good returns on that meter. Ooh, he went for big guns. Alright, if there's no edit, then I don't know. Joe's trying to change it to Barbie Horse Adventure. There, that's why EX Medium is good. EX Medium has an important niche, it's the only thing that she can combo into in a lot of contexts. If you're outside the range of V-Skill, EX Medium is like your best ender. That was weird. Wow, I've never seen that conversion. That was pretty cool. The EX straight into 3 orbs. I knew she could do that from a soul throw, but I've never seen anyone do it from an EX medium. All I gotta say is neat. If Menat has air, if she's got EXDP, then air double fireball is actually not that good. She doesn't have EXDP if she's got no orb though. There's some really silly scenario she can juggle out of with is it throw? I think she can, if you're in like a really, really weird position, she can juggle throw into orb return. If like the orb is all the way across the screen and Menat is cornered on the other side and she like does the ball return into a forward throw. Something like that. Then the throw will combo into the orb return. And then you can get super from there, I think. It's like the most impractical shit ever, but it's really funny looking. I like how the Japanese announcer actually says Minato. Is that Bonchan? With the hat on, it's so hard to tell. I think he's got Bonchan's face. I saw Red Bull on the hat. He's drinking a Red Bull. Looking more and more like Bonchan every second. This must be that TSE fellow. I think I've watched this guy play online, but I don't know if I've ever seen him at a tournament. I feel like I have, but it's been a while. I feel like I haven't actually watched a Capcom Pro Tour event in a while. I guess there hasn't been one in a while. This is like the first one since December, isn't it? Or something. Nice little combo. I looked at Nash again recently, and I forgot the amount of meter he steals is actually pretty high. Oh, he dropped it! That would have killed. Ugh. I shouldn't say meter he steals, the meter he removes. It's more than I remember. I thought it was just a little nibble. The HP he gets back from EX is kind of pathetic, though. It's nice if you're trying to avoid getting chipped out. That's it. I mean, technically all HP adds up, you know. That was nice. Oh my god, why is Balrog so stupid? Why can he get, like, light into stay medium kick into stay medium kick and have it all, like, hit? Stay medium kick looks like a button with no range. But some of Balrog's moves just don't push out very much. Notably, you know, stay medium kick. I'm not complaining. I don't think Balrog's stupid or anything. I quite like Balrog as he is right now. Kind of like that he let that stun go. He's waiting for Bonchan to hang himself, and Bonchan played it safe. But, like, you know, Balrog doesn't need to rush with that health dissonance. I think the meter suck, I think, scales with your combo. So it's like deep in the combo that you get the meter drain. I think it doesn't take that much. I don't remember if that's true or not. Balrog has one of the best answers to fireballs in the game. Meterless, that is. I would call it probably top 3 meterless answers to fireballs. Tentatively. Tentative top 3. Nice punish. And Nash is more reliant on fireballs than most characters. Whew, just barely. So that can't be fun. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say this is a bad matchup. I don't know if it is. But it doesn't sound fun. I would think Nash normals can stand against Balrog normals, but don't quote me. That's probably a little setup. The low strong, stand strong, or whatever, and then stand fierce whiff. It's probably like if Balrog hits any button, the stand fierce hits, and then you can just cancel it. But if Balrog doesn't hit a button, then the stand fierce doesn't hit. And then your cancel doesn't come out. It's like a little OS there. Probably what we just saw. It's kind of cool. I could make one of those for Sakura. None of Sakura's buttons I feel that good about whiffing. Low forward I feel good about whiffing. Whiff punishing low forward seems to be nearly impossible. Whiff punishing stand fierce or back fierce seems to be kind of easy. But I could get to a range where I could get a guaranteed low forward and then always buffer hard DP. That seems like a thing I could probably do. Maybe like crouch jab, stand strong, stand short, low forward, something like that. We'll probably do it. Low forward should barely whiff. But then I'm not even sure the stand forward will hit. I mean, we'll beat whatever they do. Since you're -1 after a stand short, I think, on block. That's Sakura. Don't quote me. If they ever add ultra combo, V-trigger double, Balrog will actually benefit a lot from it. I feel. Ending combos with on-hit VT1 stuff into a VT2. Whew. I can't think of a single thing they could do to VT double that would possibly make it work. It just doesn't even work on paper. 4 bars, you'd probably never even enter it. Nice. Nice pressure. Good meter build. He can shake out of that. I think he had enough time. He dropped it again! Oh my god, Bonchan. Fix your face. Air on the other side. Air on the side of too early. That's how the input leniency works in this game, and it also, it's a lot better to not do an EX that whiffs and makes you punishable. It's a lot better to do nothing than to whiff an EX that makes you punishable. Nash is kind of bad at punishing stuff that's not point blank and -4. Ooh, that was cool. If you can get a stand jab on dash punch, you're fine. But none of his lights go that far, I think. See, that stand jab didn't hit. I think other characters would have been able to punish that dash punch. Not all of them, but like some. Sakura would have punished it. Sakura's got the world's fattest 4-frame normal. Sakura, I don't know. She's got some nice quality of life stuff. Can't even lie. That stand jab and that stand short, they feel good. Got a nice 3-frame jab. Got a fireball you can charge to annoy people. Yeah. That was a good back forward. Bonchan's on the map, he got one. If this was pulls, he'd already be out. It's always weird when you see someone go up 2 and then not win the set. It's like, wow, if that was, if we were playing 3 out of 5, things would go very differently. That was nice. Too late to anti-air, I think. That was a good punish. He could follow that. He could use that towards short safely from that range. I like what they did with Nash's towards short. He's not a charge character, so he doesn't need to have an advancing towards short to keep charge. So they needed to do something different from Guile. And they did something quite different. I appreciate that. Oh, that was a punish. This is such a bad situation. Nice escape. Nice fucking escape, dude. That was live or die right there. And Bonchan was like, I want to live. He needed to be very right on that entire sequence, and he was. Kawaii. It's corner bullying. There isn't enough speed variation between the EX fireballs, I feel. They made it so you can speed up and slow down the second one. But it's like, still, it's not enough. I want the second one to go really slow. But with all the advancing, it just ends up following the first one in like almost the same speed, I feel. It's like actually the speed of a heavy one, which is good. Jump back, didn't like it. Balrog is actually one of the better characters at punishing jump back. It's another one on the board. I guess Balrog often trades while punishing a jump back. Maybe he's doing his little upper screw smash. I would be pretty hype at Bonshan 1. The whole tournament. Excuse me. When you say I would be hype if while yawning, kind of defeats it, doesn't it? That was good. That was a good confirm. Can't link out of that. Not from that range. I don't think you can link out of Stand Strong anyway. Oof. He's got a TC from Stand Strong. Somewhere. Strong short fierce, I think. Ooh, that backdash. Backdash feels so risky there, and it doesn't even help you get out. Never liked that backdash. A lot of good players seem to do it, though. Surprised he didn't V-reverse on any of those. Could have saved himself a V-bar, although I guess it doesn't matter. He probably won't use another V-reverse, and he definitely won't get a trigger. 3-frame jab. 3-frame short, rather. That was a punish, I think. You have to be pretty fast to punish that KKB punch. It's only like -4. I think. Might be -6. Or even -5, dare I say. That's... no, that's minus, yeah. EX dash low is minus. I was kind of weirded out that he did an immediate back forward. That's probably a good thing to do there. I think it's either -1 or -2. My brain is saying -1. Okay. Oh, nice spacing. Nash is a very set play character, isn't he? Oof. He's defensive, so you have to be somewhat reactionary, though. And reactionary and set play are like opposites. No anti-air. Anti-airing Balrog is free. That was a good V-reverse. Whoa! Balrog was just in there all of a sudden. Nash can chip out if he gets a little bit more damage. Oh, never mind. Nice. Good shit. Towards forward. It's +4. On counter hit. He got that counter hit. He saw it. He was like, nope, you're dead. Good knowledge. When I played Nash, I would look for that combo. Because it's fun to do. Towards Roundhouse as well. Also has that ender on counter hit. I played Nash for almost the whole beta. He's fun. He's a fun character. There's like 3 characters in this game where I just wish I played them non-stop from like the release of the game until now. Nash is one of them, Chun-Li is one of them. Ugh. Ooh, that's pretty good. +3 to +5. That is a cool combo. Can't even lie. That was losers, I think. It is on. Abigail. I feel like Abigail has a fat counter pick somewhere, but I don't even know who it is. A lot of people say Guile, so maybe it's just Guile. I feel like there's probably someone worse. Abigail's not the kind of character who doesn't have counter picks. But who the fuck is the counter pick? What tweet? Is it Sim? Is Sim good against Abigail? I have no... Oh, Zeku? Is this happening? I think Abigail has a very rough time against Zeku's flip pressure, old Zeku. I think Abigail has a really rough time against old Zeku in general. Damn, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I can see old Zeku actually being pretty strong in this matchup. The more I think about it, the more it seems like it's actually okay. I don't expect him to transform. Ooh, that was a good whiff punish. Counter poke, rather. And he's already in the corner. Is that a punish? Probably. It's like a 5-frame jab or whatever. I think Zeku's worse than that after a quarter circle forward light kick. Oh no! Oh no! Help! Help! This is so much. Why does Abigail do so much damage? Oh my god, I would have jumped there. I definitely, absolutely, definitely would have jumped there. GG. That was so smart. That long pause into towards fierce was so smart. Yeah, I've seen some really stupid stuff you can do with double towards fierce. That was cool. Oh, there's a jump. I thought that the upward gram might be really good, but he's not doing it at all. I would think that the upward gram would actually like... Well, I don't know, because Abigail can probably just jab it. Probably just crouch jab. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is over, isn't it? This is already... He already lost. Man, Abigail's pretty nasty. I probably wouldn't stick with that, but I low-key hope he's going to stick with that. But, like, I wouldn't. I don't think any sensible person would stick with that. I can't see him running that back. Fong? As anti-Abigail? That's cool. Yeah, this is probably what it should have started as. I don't even believe that Abigail beats Rashid, man. That's probably, like, a pretty good match. He's not looking very confident on this character select screen. I think one of the things that makes Rashid kind of strong is he can attack you from outside your attack range. The crouch fierce and the stand fierce and maybe even the low forward. All go pretty far. Oh no, it's happening again. EX is good to spend here. He chose not to. Oh, he almost didn't need the EX. I did a lot more than I was expecting. Okay, go back to Zeku. Anyway, Abigail's attack range is like bigger than the whole cast. Capcom always balance character attack ranges based on visuals and not based on what probably should be, I feel. Shouldn't say always. Keith has kind of piddly range considering how big his limbs are. Uh-oh. Oh, it dropped. That doesn't usually whiff like that. Alright, big damage. I was kind of curious. Just to end it there after the X. I feel like the mixer might have been good. Didn't go under. Oh my god. That's nasty. It's a run and throw. I'm just kidding, don't. Don't do that. That'd be what I would do though. I would wait for Abigail to whiff anything, and then I would immediately run in and throw after it. Whiff low strong or something, low jab. I don't think it would work, but it's what I would shoot for. I have decent success rate with that. When people whiff attacks, they very rarely whiff 2 attacks in a row. Nice little crush counter. Just to end it early. Oh, reversal button. Oh no. That combo's fallen out twice. He thought he had point blank, but he didn't have point blank either time. Oh, punish. Yeah, that was a good punish actually. Oof, that looked like the stud of a light mixer, I guess. Nice. Abigail's anti-airs are a little bit iffy, especially when you jump over them. Then they're very iffy. Crouch Fierce is actually really buffed. Some Abigails are using that more. A lot of them are still using the jab, which I understand because it's a lot faster. But the Crouch Fierce is... The thing about the Crouch Fierce is that it actually shrinks his hurt box, whereas none of his other anti-airs do. So even though jab is faster, you have to do jab sooner. You can do like Crouch Fierce, and they can fall more and still not be able to hit you. So the fact that it's slower actually doesn't matter as much as you would think. Ooh, you get a nice juggle here. He got it. Oh, he actually got the hit on the cross-up. He could have had a near-kill combo there if he did a double V-trigger combo. Maybe use 2 of his 2 remaining resources. Cute. That was cool. Beat the armor. Oh no, this is how it begins. Okay. You know, he would have actually died if that was blocked. He got one. This is still something that could happen. Idazan is actually one of the most talented players. And then throw on the fact that he can read minds, and throw on the fact that he plays pretty strong characters that a lot of people don't have good experience against. And you get a recipe for disaster. These aren't real. Sin Strong isn't real. I found that out recently. It doesn't hit on its first frame, which means even though it's a 4-frame trap, you can beat it with reversal 4-frame normals as long as you block, crouch block. Or rather, attack while crouching. What is it? If you block 1 hit high, the first hit high, then it hits on the early frame. And then if you attack with a reversal crouching normal, then it whiffs on its late frame, and that gives you like 2 extra frames to play with that you normally don't have. So block high and then do reversal crouching normal, and you can break that frame trap. It's very strange. This should stun, and it's a relatively unscaled combo. You know what I kind of want? I kind of want Abigail Punch to increase scaling for mashing it out. Abigail can dizzy you pretty easily, and his dizzies usually involve Abigail Punch. You know what I think is so cheap? I actually think this is so cheap. Abigail Punch does all of its dizzy in one hit. That's almost exclusively reserved for EX moves and throws. But Abigail has it on like a regular special move, which means that he always gets the full damage of Abigail Punch before it stuns. That matters a lot. You can see that that matters a lot. If they just fell out of an Abigail Punch as soon as it got the dizzy, combos would do a lot less damage. I think Abigail had pretty good balance in Season 2, to be honest. Maybe not perfect. But I gotta be honest, when I was looking at that change list, and I saw Abigail's changes and Ed's changes, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? And those two were pretty close to each other. In fact, I think they were right next to each other. Ed's buffs were so modest. They were there. They're pretty good. But they were sensible. They were like little itty bitty buffs. It was like, let's take this low tier character and make him mid tier. And Ed probably was low tier, and he probably is mid tier. Or maybe he moved from low to low. Or maybe he moved from bottom to low. Depends on who you ask. And then Abigail, it's like, let's take this bottom tier character and move him to top tier. Let's take this bottom tier character and move him to high tier, and then he wasn't actually bottom tier. That wasn't a combo. The stand strong made it made Balrog get hit sooner. So Akuma had less frame advantage when he landed. That was interesting. That's an interesting little interaction. I don't know, man. If it was motivated, I think they were just dumb. If they were trying to get people to buy the DLC, I feel like they would have buffed more DLC characters, but most of the DLC changes were okay. Colleen's were pretty nuts too, I guess. I guess the Abigail probably was the least bought. There it is. Pew. That command grab's pretty... Oh, GG. Oh, he's not stunned. That command grab's pretty good, to be honest. I thought it would be good, but people would never pick it. I thought that it was an okay V-trigger, but not being able to V-trigger off of a KKB was too shitty. That's what I thought. I thought people would always pick VT1 no matter what, even though VT2 was okay. But a decent number of people are actually picking VT2. But I do think that the loss of KKB kick into V-trigger or KKB punch into V-trigger is pretty significant. And then when you factor in BT1's general damage increase to combos, you know. I don't know, man. I mean, I do think VT1 is better. But VT2's command grab, Balrog with a command grab is pretty scary. It's a pretty good command grab. Yeah, VT1 got nerfed. Plus being 3 bars when VT2 is only 2. Oh, I didn't even acknowledge the sub, did I? Thank. For sub. I made decent money from Twitch last year. I filed my various taxes recently. The money comes in. I get the money from a full-time job with a part-time job, and that makes me happy. Oh. Oh my god, he could have thrown for the stun. Oddly enough, throw to get dizzy is actually one of the best ways to get a dizzy. Because throws do quite high damage compared to most attacks in this game. Throws do more damage in one hit than almost any other attack. That was a punish. He got a punish jab and he didn't cancel the Tatsu. Ooh, that was nice. Good acknowledgement that stand forward was going to whiff there. So he went for stand strong instead and it worked. That was cool. The strong stand strong is counter hit only. So it was a counter hit only combo in acknowledgement of ooh, that was a minus frames. Throws have, I mean, throws have the same scaling as any other single attack, which is the scaling of one hit. There are no special properties for throws in regards to scaling. They count as one player action, rather, since hits and player actions are different things, and scaling is based on player actions. The thing about a throw is it does like 140 damage in one player action. Whereas if you do, like, let's say an Akuma hard DP, if you dizzy on the third hit, that's like 120 damage in one player action. And if you dizzy on the first hit, that's like 60 damage in one player action. See what I'm saying? Those will almost always be the optimal way of starting a dizzy. Hard hit command grabs on Alex? That's so cool. Write that to Capcom. Imagine if Alex could get like special animations if his command grabs were hard hit. That is such a good idea. It's like you can't get counter hit command grabs, but you can get hard hit command grabs. That'd be really cool. They wouldn't even need to do that much to make that work. They wouldn't even need to like program that much. It'd be very easy to program a hard hit without needing to program in like counter hit grabs. That's like a really good idea. And then again, it just makes his V-skill very similar to Mika's. Hard hit is, it's just the same thing as a counter hit. It's what, when Alex does his V-skill, his next attack is a hard hit. Unfortunately, I think counter hit and hard hit don't stack. You can get both of them at the same time, but you just get the damage of a regular counter hit, I think. This might stun. Oh my god. This combo probably shouldn't go into super. Yeah. That was a great time for a demon reset. I can't believe he didn't do that. Still won. He had full super. Like, he was in V-trigger that was about to end. He had a dizzy opponent. If he just did, like, crouch jab to end the dizzy, and then walk up demon from there, it would have been over. Is that a punish? That looked meaty. That's like -8 or something? -6, I think. And he did a 5 frame and canceled immediately. Hmm. Counter hit trades is actually kind of cool. Opinion on eating cold burgers. Not if I can help it. I don't really like burgers in general. There, I said it. I do not like the meat of a burger. Anytime where I have the option between a burger and a chicken sandwich, I'll take the chicken sandwich. Anytime. Put turkey or chicken between bread. Optimal sandwich meat. K-Bread's still in, I think. That was a good confirm. I feel like the best beef is better than the best chicken, but chicken is usually better than beef. I feel like the best pork is better than the best beef or the best chicken, but pork is almost always worse than chicken or beef. I've had some truly lovely pork. There's a place near me, the taco place that does cow tongues, whatever you call that. And I gotta say that that's some good shit right there. I've never eaten lamb, I don't think. Cow tongue meat is fucking tasty. Ooh. Remember when I said that's a nice confirm? That was the confirm again, except that time it wasn't nice. Bison meat. Never had the chance. Oh, you know, I have had lamb curry. I can't remember what the lamb was like, though. That was a nice towards fierce. I hate all fish. I hate salmon the least, but I still hate it. I do like shellfish, though. I like shellfish a lot. Shrimp, love it. Crab, fucking love it. Lobster, love it. All very tasty. Cod, nope. What's the other one they always eat with chips? What the hell is it? There's like another common fish that's eaten with chips and not eaten that much elsewhere. Haddock. Shrimp are the titties. Okay, I'm gonna be that guy who says that bacon is really fucking good. We can all be that guy right now. Bacon's so tasty. I got acid reflux, and extremely greasy food can set me off and make me feel nauseous and bloated. And bacon is about as greasy as it gets. It's not my worst trigger food, but damn, I can't have much. The worst is pizza. I like pizza a lot, but pizza is like a mad trigger food for me. I need to have the pizzas that whenever people see them, they say that's not pizza. I have no opinion on crawfish, but I would probably like them, since they're probably mostly just shrimp. Hot or what? Bob Hop yet? I remember that comic. Yeah, like, well, maybe not vegan necessarily, vegan, but like the kinds of pizzas where they're topped with vegetables and shit. I'm a pizza aficionado, but if you saw the kinds of pizzas I like, you'd be like, wow, Baff, this is like not pizza. We've left pizza territory. I want to post some right now, but I don't want to mouse away from this fight because I want to see K-Brad get lit up by Abigail, or win. I want to see him win too. Don't care which. I want to see K-Brad barely win or get flattened. Either one would be good. That was a very questionable EX drill, I feel. Okay, he still won. Time for me to open a new tab and type in pizza in my search bar. And then for porn to be the first result when I type in the P. And then everyone to giggle. Because of all those times I googled porn. Oh, couldn't make it over. Is that enough? It was. I shouldn't have doubted. That was so enough. That's Cammy anyway. That would have been enough on fucking Abigail. Hmm. Dude, that's literally me. I've heard both of those. It doesn't make any sense. I'm guessing that Abigail has fuck all to deal with the Cammy EX. I mean, an instant dive kick. The V-trigger dive kick. I'm guessing that he just has to respect that. But that's like half the cast. That's like 80% of the cast. He just has to respect that. It's like rare not to have to respect that. That's not the make or break with Cammy. A raw drill. Damn, that was nasty. That went far. Grappler shouldn't have low confirms there, I said it. When you look at fucking Zangief's low short confirm and then you look at Abigail's, it's like, it's not fair. Abigail gets like more damage than I think Butteroki. and can do it from further away. Again, he went for the EX drill on a cornered opponent. Bit curious. I haven't seen that juggle in a while. People don't seem to do that juggle very much. Oh no. Curious. That's it. This is dead. Crouch face into Abigail punch. Not actually kill, but very close. Ooh. This is technically a comeback Cammy can make. And now it's looking actually a bit better. Looking like a comeback Cammy can actually make. Absolutely. Oh, no, there it goes. Nice. I don't mind Abigail's crouch jab as much as I minded Zangief's, but I don't like either of them. Zangief's got better. I can live with Zangief's crouch jab nowadays. Now it feels fair. How's he like Sentinel? I feel like it's like the opposite of Sentinel. That's like NBC2 Sentinel. Vanilla 3 Sentinel was like falsely inflated, maybe. Tier-wise, not health-wise. 1,200 health? You mean 1.2 million health? That flick is so good. It's like my favorite throw animation in the game. It's so stupid. Abigail's long range means he can keep stunned so easily. I feel like that's kind of understated too. He takes almost no risk whiffing crouch jab or like hitting it even. And he can just attack, he can just bump you, and if he bumps you then your stun stays high. Abigail exploits stun mechanics so hard. That was cool. Really good whiff punish there. I wonder if that was medium drill or what kind. Medium drill was optimal there. Is that a combo? That was cool. K-Red's actually playing this super nice. He might actually have some experience with Abigail or something, dude. I don't know. He's playing this really well. He's doing a bunch of shit that I would normally say was really weird. Or even, dare I say, bad. But it's working. But it's not like really bad, it's like positionally strange. Oh my god, straight to DP? That's probably an accident. That's a weird thing to do there. The forward actually could have been confirmed into medium Abigail punch, I think. This is pretty much unwinnable. There it is. Okay, Brad's still looking okay. Well, he didn't that round, but you know. Nice. That crouch fierce, you got a lot of time. Ooh, that was cool. His spacing's really good. He's hanging around those. He's actually getting the whiff punishes on Abigail. He's hanging around the ideal spots to genuinely be able to like whiff punish, and he's hitting buttons at good times too. It's quite impressive. Oh, that was smart too. Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, maybe he wasn't in the range for anything there. That's gonna hit. Good shit. That's a cool little combo. He could have canceled that. He juggled it. Make Abigail's head even smaller. I'm down. Do it. I want it to be tiny. You think it would have whiffed? I don't know. Abigail's super is real tall. I don't think I've ever seen it whiff by someone being over it. I kind of like that Abigail's perpetually grinning, by the way. Like he never ever closes his mouth. I think Abigail's the next to final boss in Final Fight. He's like pretty endgame. Capcom sure has gotten a lot of mileage out of a game that I'm not even sure anyone remembers. Who was that? Gold War Machine and was there another one? Was one of the Hulks like that? Or like there was a super. It was Zangief. Zangief Super was like that. Gold War Machine and Zangief Super. Ah, yep. That's it. Hold the fuck up. I think that both of those characters were considered to be utterly shit. Or rather, they were okay against some characters and then got completely and utterly shit on by others. Like Strider just destroyed Gold War Machine, I think, in NBC1. Oh no. This could be a turnaround, man. Oh no. Oh, it wasn't an EX flip, it was a regular flip. Oh no, that's it. GG, GG. This will be a super, I think. Oh, he didn't even, yeah. He burned one bar. Well, for the record, to give Abigail just a little bit of credit, that was like 3 openings. Or like 4, okay? That wasn't 2 openings into a comeback, it was like 4 openings into a comeback. Okay, I think it was 3. I think it was 3 hits equals comeback. Top 2, I'm pretty sure it's Red Venom and Strider are the 2 best. And I'm pretty sure Wolverine's up there as well. Pretty sure all 3 of those are better than Gold War Machine. I think Gold War Machine is okay, right? He's like supposed to be functional. But he loses to like a lot of the best characters. Is it really? No, it's Red Venom. If it were Carnage, he would look different. But he doesn't. Next, you're gonna tell me that Pink Morgan is Lilith. Hell no. Or Red Hulk is fucking. Well, I guess Red Hulk, right? That's the that's the character's actual name. Red Hulk is Thunderbolt Ross. I think I'm gonna go downstairs and grab a banana. That sounds kind of nice. Abomination? It's not fucking Thunderbolt Ross? Because I feel like it would be fucking Thunderbolt Ross. He's kind of orange, isn't he? Hulk. Red Hulk. More of an orange Hulk than a red Hulk. I know like 3 Hulk villains. That's like the problem with Hulk, is the villain is Hulk himself. I feel like all the villains of Hulk should be heroes. You know what I mean? Hulk's a tragic character. He doesn't need to fight evil guys. He can fight fine. He can fight good guys. It would make him more compelling. Did Hulk start as a villain? I wouldn't be surprised at all if he did. I know that Wolverine started as a villain for Hulk, which is really bizarre to think about. Yeah, Hulk is definitely the worst handled character in the Marvel comics. Because he's actually one of the most compelling characters. Alright, I'm gonna get food before I run out of time. Here I am. No, don't get me wrong. I think Menat's cheap. I think Menat's just unrealized right now. Okay, when I say unrealized, I'm not saying that Menat, no one knows Menat's good. I'm saying that Menat is not yet being played at her highest level. Oh, that kind of, I don't know. Yeah, you've got a lot of time to wait with Menat. You can get Dizzy back if you try. I think Sako Menat in a year's time is going to be truly terrifying. I'd love to see Shen play this character. You say that, but she was pretty strong in Season 2, and she got a pretty big buff in Season 3. A really big buff. I think there was a combo there. I think she can do lift strong, stand short. And he got the orb back, so he could have comboed a V-skill from the stand short. The back throw ended up being better, but... Nah, people drop combos way too much to call this Menat's highest level. I think there's more tech than is realized with her resets. But definitely people drop combos too much. And that's going to change if nothing else does. Oh, that combo. That combo's not so good anymore. Uses a lot of V-meter. Yeah, smart. See, like, imagine Infiltration's neutral with, like, Sako's combos. And now imagine that, like, you know, they're never dropped. That sounds terrifying. Infiltration's V-trigger combos aren't bad, but they're definitely not top level. You can get some cheap shit. Sako did some cheap shit earlier in this tournament, 2 days ago, yesterday. Sako had a reset I'd never seen before that looked very, very dirty. Menat has a future, man. They frame short. You can have both. You trying to say that Infiltration never ever does VT1 combos? Because he does. They're just not as good as the one Sako does. Menat can definitely get put into positions where she can really abuse her VT1. It's not even a question. You don't have to use every single orb to fucking still keep your anti-jump and stuff. Huh. Imagine if he landed on that. Oh, I like the idea, but it didn't work. Infiltration has get the job done VT combos. And that's all he needs. That was kind of a weak reset. Wasn't even really a reset. Again, this is like, you're talking about it like, oh, that's gonna kill, I think. I don't know, scaling. Ugh, barely not. You're talking about it like she has no time or place to use VT1, but she definitely does. If infiltration's Menat meant you never had to use VT1, then infiltration would never use VT1. But I see him use it a lot. That drill. I'm kind of overwhelmed timing character with Dulcim drills. I didn't really mess around with that much, even though it's pretty good. It's really good, to be honest. It might be the best dive kick in this whole game. Regular dive kick. Not factoring EX or VT or anything. I don't know, Sims is good too. Yeah, the Tokido combo. Sims dive kick is actually real good. They're like the same. They're like almost the same. That was a neat little reset. Tokido was smash and teleport though. That was a good chase. She couldn't safely drill. It was better to land on the fireball and take the fireball damage than to drill and get like DP'd or like even worse full combo punished. That was an interesting little scenario we just saw. Ooh, big damage. Run start, hold forward. Hold up forward. Oh, Tokido, no, stop. This poor bastard. Tokido, no! This will kill, I think. This might actually kill. Oh, no, it's not quite there. Oh, it was so close. He did the optimal combo too. The thing is, if he kept chasing, he would have actually lost to the drill, I think. He would have eaten it. He had to like be able to block it and punish it, which meant he had to stop chasing. Well, I guess he could have chased enough that the drill would hit really high, and then he would still be able to punish it maybe. I saw two people play this matchup recently. Was it Tokido and Infiltration? Was that it? I feel like I just saw a tournament where there was a long set between Tokido and a Menat. That's right. Ooh. I'm looking at Tokido's play, it's looking mad familiar. He throws a rather surprising amount of fireballs. More than I would throw. Although I would never fault Tokido. Ooh, nice. You gotta be real aggressive there. That's a punish. Uh-oh. Oh no, she's stunned. Oh my god, Tokido Psychic. Ball toss is really weak to jump. Shouldn't say really, but it is weak to jump. Tokido jumps like, I don't know. Infiltration waited for jumps a lot. Like a lot. He would do just enough stuff to bait a Tokido jump, and then he would punish the Tokido jump. I think that's inside. Oh, it was, yeah. I was going to say, I think that's still in the range of a Soul Spark. Sako is less about that. Yes, that's some cool shit. That's some really cool shit right there. Very cute little combo. See him reflect a multi-hit fireball. Multi-hit red fireball. Nice. So who's still in? Is it Itaton? I think. Time to look at pictures of pizza. I've already eaten my last meal of the day. I'm not going to eat any more. It was that banana. Alright, how visible is this on screen? Ooh, it's mad at me. Let's just get like here. Like this. Time out. I googled pizza. Here we go. There's a pizza. What do you guys think of that one? I'm going to cover the chat for a second. That one looks good. That looks like barbecue something or other. Barbecue pork. That's like some kind of pizza pie kind of thing. I don't know. Something weird is going on with that one. This looks like a basic bitch pizza right there. Real thin. That looks nice. It's a white pizza. I'm real big on white pizza. The Alfredo instead of the tomato. It's kind of bad for you though. But then again, so is pizza in general. Pineapples on pizza is my tits. Oh, look at that one. It's got the green bell peppers, I guess. That looks pretty nice. I see mushrooms. Olives on pizza I'm not big on. Good looking za. Those meatballs are just a little bit too big, I feel. I need them smaller, like this. More ideal size. How about the pizzas where they've got the little curly pepperonis? They're all like shaped like little cups. Like these, exactly. That's some good shit. Damn, already? Damn, they're already playing. Alright, let me resize this shit. Everyone hold on. I was looking for the pizza that would be my dog. That would be my jam, but I didn't see it. I'll look again in a sec. Those little curly pepperonis destroy my stomach instantly, although I find the flavor quite nice. Fun fact, I can get dizzy in one combo. I wouldn't fuck around with Towards Fierce against Abigail. I don't fuck around with -2 against Abigail. Don't like it. Don't like being -2. Some characters I'm just like, yeah. Some characters I'm like, nah, this isn't nah. How do you guys feel about corn on pizza? I think it's pretty good. Corn is one of my favorite vegetables. When I eat corn, it's like the fucking best. Everyone always acts like corn isn't even a good vegetable, so it must just be me. Garbanzo pizza, is that a thing? I would eat that in a second. It would take 1 second for me to eat that. Pesto is the besto. I've had pesto pizza. Fucking love it. It used to be whenever I finished a bath cup, I would go to an Italian place pretty close to me and get a chicken pesto thing. It was like chicken plus penne pasta plus pesto plus um, uh, Parmesan and red pepper flakes, and there was something else. Wiener Schnitzel had this thing a while ago where if you bought a corn dog, some corn dogs would be winners and some would be losers. And me and my friend went to Wiener Schnitzel and we bought and if you got a winner, you got a free corn dog. We bought like 3 corn dogs between us, or like 4, I think. We got like 2 each, and we ended up eating like 9 corn dogs. We like kept on getting winners over and over. We had like a long chain of like redeem this corn dog. True story. I like kind of like corn dogs. I will say about corn dogs is that you can put like, I don't know. Some dressings work better and some dressings work worse on corn dogs. Ketchup and mustard usually kind of stay on there, in my experience. But like onion relish or shit like that, mm-mm. That was back when I used to eat fast food a lot more than I do now. Now I almost never have it. I had McDonald's pretty recently and it was good, but it was weird. It was different. I made a pretty wild order, to be honest. I was like, I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna have. I had a. I had a egg McMuffin. I had a McChicken, and I had a M&M McFlurry. And between those 3 things, I probably had like 1,200, 1,400 calories. That doesn't sound like a lot. And then you hear the calories. A McChicken is like 360. Granted, I had it with no mayonnaise, and mayonnaise probably adds a decent amount. Yes, I did mean the sauces and condiments. The word condiment was failing me, so I said dressing. It really didn't feel like a lot of food. And I was like, it didn't last me that long. I was hungry again after like a few hours. Like 3. That's the thing about like, good food. Healthy food. It's the amount of time it takes to get you hungry again. You gotta eat that high fiber shit. You fill up on veggies, you fucking won't be hungry for a while. Ranch is good. Caesar is good, but probably not as good. Balsamic vinegar is one of my favorites. Might be my number 1. Blue cheese is fucking good. Love me some blue cheese. But you give me some of that red wine vinaigrette. I love that shit. Oh, my actual favorite's sesame. But it's like the one that's the worst for you. Shitty. Sesame's like barely a dressing, it's just an oil. It's just straight oil. Honey mustard on salad? I'm gonna be real, I've only ever had honey mustard on chicken. Is that a real thing that people do? I don't know if that's the thing. Thousand Island on salad. I've had that. I usually have that on burgers. Thousand Island is pretty good. God, I'm having flashbacks to the salad bar at my college. It was fucking tits. They had a juice bar. I would suicide the juices. You guys know what a suicide is? Anyone ever do suicides at a juice bar? My college had a milk dispenser. Like you could fucking put your cup against it and it would dispense milk. I will never ever forget that. That was weird to me for some reason. Doesn't feel right. It feels strange. There was a chocolate milk dispenser too. Yeah, dude. It's when a suicide is when you get some of everything. You just go down the line. You like fill up a little bit of your cup with each one. It was mad good too. The trick is orange juice. Only very specific juices combined with orange juice. You got to be careful about that one. But like everything else mixes together really well. Oh, it dropped. I would drive the 40 minutes to my college and then the 40 minutes back just to eat at the uh, lunchroom again. Maybe just row boob. Oh, Tokido. I mean, fucking as is. I mean Akuma. I mean that combo. Honeydew juice? That sounds pretty plain. I would eat it though. Drink. In a heartbeat. But that sounds a little bit plain. Favorite fruit? It is probably the mango, followed by the grape. Or maybe the grape followed by the mango. Frozen mangoes are mad good. Well, maybe not frozen frozen. Well, maybe yes, frozen frozen. Yeah, mangoes with sticky rice. Pineapple's up there. Love me some pineapple. Mango doesn't get the love it deserves. You got all these staples like fucking bananas and apples and fucking grapes and blueberries and strawberries. And mango's just chilling here like I'm not as good as them. But it is as good as them. Mango could be a staple. If people just treated it a little better. Strawberries are mad good too, to be honest. My absolute favorite drink is white grape. Mango is excellent though. One of my friends had never eaten a pear before. And I was like, it's kind of like an apple, but a little bit different. And he was like, oh. And then we went shopping together not so long later, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a pear and we're gonna eat it. And then I cut up the pear and we ate it. We like had slices each. And he was like, it's okay. And I was like, oh dude, come on. Tasty ass pear. I have had that and it is the tits. Apple mixes well with a lot of shit. Anyway, I said something to the effect of, well, I like it, or something like that. My other friends were there too, and I was like, anyone else want to try this fucking pear? And everyone was just not fussed. I forget how it came up, but I wasn't even like crazy about it. I just got it because he'd never had one. I just got it to show it to him. I was like, here's a pear. This is what a pear tastes like. And everyone acted like it was like some big thing, like I was obsessed with pears. Or like that I thought it was some amazing fruit. I mean, I kind of like pears. I'd rather have an apple. If I had a choice between an apple and a pear, I like apples a little more. I like wouldn't care that much. If you were like, I've got an apple and a pear, I'd be like, whichever one you eat, I'll eat the other one. But I was just doing it to do it. I wasn't doing it because I'm crazy about pears. I was doing it because he'd never had one. I don't think that Sako's going to lose this. Did you ever see that Imgur? You ever see that gallery of the guy who kept on making foods out of pears? Out of baked pears? It's like one of my favorite things on the internet. I like want to find it just to show you guys. I should have a stream where I just show off all my favorite things on the internet, because I've got a bookmarks list that's pretty cool. People would probably find it funny. Love these combos. Yeah, get the full shit. He really went for the EX there. You get better, Oki. I like these characters, so I don't care at all. Love me some Akuma, love me some Menat. Nice shit. Damn, I'm gonna go to bed in an hour like that, to be honest. I gotta work at 8 p.m. Whew. Time for me to find it. Give me a sec. Here we go. Found it. Everyone take a look at some of those. You won't regret it. You might regret it a little bit. Colleen? Eggs are good and pears are good. I don't know how I'd feel about baking an egg in a pear though. The idea of preparing eggs through baking is pretty strange to me. Is there like some common ass egg preparation? Some common ass variety of egg that's baked? Does it turn out that like egg over easy is like a fucking baking thing? I only know how to make scrambled eggs and boiled eggs. I've never made me a sunny side up. I should have a cooking with bath where I just make 6 eggs into 6 different varieties of egg. It's like, here's my eggs Benedict. Here's my fucking omelet. That would actually be pretty fun. Eggs gross? No. Eggs are literally the best ingredient. Name a better one, you can't. Eggs are so fucking versatile. You can do anything with them. Last Christmas I made some eggnog. I forget what's all in it. It's like egg plus nutmeg plus... I forget. A lot of people have it with bourbon, but I didn't. I ain't about that life. Eggnog is fairly easy to make. I was caught off guard by how easy it was. I'm glad he didn't drop that combo. I do not drink. I'm drinking apple cran right now. perhaps cran apple, depending on who you ask. I don't even like carbonated drinks, to be honest. Never been big on them. Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola, fucking soda water. Don't like any of that shit. Oh, that was almost really cool. I wouldn't say I have a spiel on alcohol, but I feel like I've talked about it on stream before. I've got nothing against it, it just seems like a lifestyle I don't want to fuck with. I've seen too many police videos where it's just like some guy gets drunk and then does something he regrets. I don't even want to get anywhere near that. It's pricey, dude. That's what I think whenever I'm watching my friends fucking get alcoholic drinks. I don't have a taste for it and I don't see why I'd get one. You can't miss something you've never had. It's like I could pay like $1 for my drink at a fucking restaurant, or I could pay 20. And I'm not like socially inhibited or anything either. Nice. I wish I could go back in time, stop myself from ever eating chocolate so I had no taste for that. But it's too late for me. Fucking love chocolate. I'm all about that fucking Zen minimalist lifestyle. Ostrich eggs are the biggest sell. Maybe the biggest current sell. Pretty sure there have been birds bigger than ostriches in history. Wasn't there like a giant fucking condor that lived on Australia or something? Is there a single place where they eat reptile eggs? They must. I've never heard about that though. It must be hard to fucking harvest alligator eggs. You know what I mean? I mean, they have alligator farms, right? I'm pretty sure there's at least some places in the world where they eat alligator. I mean, there aren't that many places where alligators even exist. I found out recently that um I'm just saying I live without regard to carnal pleasures such as owning things. And eating things and drinking things. I mostly just move from my bed to my chair and then talk into a microphone. I talk at my box, and then words appear on the screen. I found out recently, what was I going to say, that alligators are very not dangerous. Despite being approximately almost as big as crocodiles and almost the same animal as crocodiles, they're extremely behaviorally different. They're a lot less territorial. They're very timid. Alligators are very, very timid. And apart from rare exceptions, ones that have gotten used to human contact, they mostly just run away. They just avoid people. And they avoid other shit too. I'm sure you've probably been out there on the internet and you've probably seen one of them videos, there's a few, of cats scaring away alligators. It's like a cat is pretty small, alligator's pretty big. Crocodiles are just, alligators are just very non-confrontational. It's like, leave me alone. I just want a sun. Maybe eat fish. I remember when I was a kid I went to an alligator farm. And there were some signs that were like, don't get close to alligators. And all the alligators were like, it wasn't an alligator farm, it was like a swamp. I don't know why I call it an alligator farm. I went to like a swamp where all the alligators were just kind of free roaming. We went along the swamp path, and all I was thinking all the time I was there was like, why are we here? We could die here. Why would we willingly go to a place where there are just openly alligators? And there were like signs saying don't get near alligators. And signs saying that alligators could outrun humans, which I think is true. Nowadays I'd probably quite enjoy that place, but back then I was like, I actually was fearing for my life. I like couldn't understand why we were there. When you're a kid, that kind of shit is different. Like roller coasters. I wasn't the most terrified kid in the universe of roller coasters, but I was definitely one of the more terrified ones. Kids don't have a good idea of what can kill them. That being said, an alligator can definitely kill a kid. Oh my god, this situation looks so shit. There it was. That was a good DP, but it didn't happen to work. I thought that'd be a punish. It was a very famous fact that uh, the muscles needed to open an alligator or crocodile's mouth are very weak compared to the muscles to close them, which are very strong. So it's fairly easy for pretty much any adult to hold a crocodile or alligator's mouth shut. pretty funny to think about. Seems more doable than the old stab a great white in the eye or whatever. Hold an alligator's mouth shut. Just put a stick in its mouth. Probably bite the stick. Then grab the mouth. Genius. I'd be A-okay on a alligator fight. Show me the alligator, I'll win. I had a stupid thought, no, it was a long time ago. I had a stupid thought, but every now and then I think back on it. All of the martial arts we have are intended to fight humans. The stupid thought was, what if we had some martial arts that were intended to fight animals? You know what I mean? What would anti-dog martial arts look like? Isn't that kind of a cool thought? What if you were like lost in the woods and your tour guide was like, it's fine. I'm a fucking wolf martial artist. I'm an expert at fighting off wolves. I'm an expert at fighting off charging elephants. I feel like these are things you can get good at. I feel like I don't know if a man could ever beat a tiger, but you know, I feel like there's something you could probably learn to do that would make you better off than someone else against a tiger. Beyond simply running. That's super. Did he use that meter? He didn't. He didn't use the meter. Dank. I love that combo so much. It's such a cool combo to be a B&B. I once heard that in California, when it was a relatively new territory, when a bunch of people were moving out here, maybe not relatively new, that's a bit strong, that there were like foreign animals that were shipped out, and there were people who would like do betting on like exotic animal fights. And bears were ridiculously good in these fights. You could put a bear in a fucking cage with any other animal and the bear would win. Fucking lions and tigers couldn't hold a candle. Crocodiles, whatever. If you did the return zip rather than the explosion, it probably would have killed. The thing about bears is that they've evolved very, very, very dense muscle. I mean, very dense bone. Which makes them extremely hard to hurt. For like digging through fucking roots and shit. So even though they look kind of big, they're actually way fucking heavier and way fucking tougher than they look. Also giant claws, also for digging out roots. A bear's lifestyle doesn't look too dangerous, but it happens to have evolved a very, very solid defensive everything. Most bears aren't even angry. Most bears just look like doggos. All the bears I've ever seen look very, very indifferent to things. If I were a bear, I'd be indifferent. I saw a video of a bear hunting a deer one time, and by hunting I mean chasing. It was pretty strange. So the thing about deer is they can run like 30 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. But the thing about bears is they can also run like 30 miles an hour. Except bears look a lot sillier because they don't look like they should be able to hit those speeds, but deer do. So when you see a deer going max speed, it's like, yeah, that looks about right. Then you see a bear going max speed. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Also, when the bear caught the deer made the worst noise I've ever heard in my entire life. That timer, though. I want to say that a bear couldn't beat an elephant, but you never know. I don't know how tough elephants actually are. They seem to be tough. I hope heaven has a fucking coliseum where people watch animal matches. I don't want to go to the afterlife if they don't have something like that. Right into the book of questions once I die. I hope God is also into animals fighting. He'd like be the like he'd have like the tongue in cheek while everyone else is watching. Everyone's like, I wonder if God made the bear or the fucking hippo stronger, and God's just like, you'll see, like that. Because he already knows. Heaven deathmatch, they call it. Hmm. I wonder if they have snakes up there. I wonder if they have snakes with legs. God's like whole shit was fucking. This snake is so evil that I'm gonna remove its legs and then also remove all the legs of its descendants. I think. Pretty sure that was the thing in Genesis. I wonder if it's like all the snakes that make it to heaven. Get the legs back. God does that a lot in the Old Testament. It's always kind of fucked up. It's like, hey, you were pretty bad, so I'm gonna fuck your descendants. Don't like that. Kind of a mean thing to do. Bishop kill. Okay, you want to know the part of Genesis that always confused me and I still don't actually understand what the hell's going on? Cain killed Abel, right? We got that. Adam and Eve, two kids, Cain and Abel, right? And then Cain kills Abel. Remember that? So the total of four people on Earth. And then Cain kills Abel for whatever reason. Jealousy or something, I don't remember. Um, and then God puts some. Whoa, Tokido! Where'd that come from? Eat the orb reversal super? That's pretty bad. He gets no Oki off of this, though. And those other two orbs are a pain. Good blocking. Scary. Oh, that's it. Um, and then God's like, I'm gonna put a mark on you so that anyone who sees you will like, I don't know, so that you'll be eternally marked. And Cain's like, what if people see me? Will they judge me? And then God's like, at the towns that you will visit, I will put a mark on you so they know not to kill you. That was it. Remember that shit? And it's like, what fucking villages? Yeah, everyone, the people who read the Bible always act like every single person is descended from Adam and Eve. But Genesis seems to suggest that there's actually a bunch more humans. I mean, I think Adam and Eve had a shit ton of kids, since they lived to like 700 or some bullshit. Oh, we got it. He actually got the combo. He's been trying for that combo all day. That was pretty tits. Oh, the slide was a good idea. Tokido could very easily lose this. I would actually maybe even say he's a disadvantage right now. I don't think I've ever read Revelation. I've read like a decent number of the books of the Bible, although I wouldn't call myself religious. My favorite is probably the Gospel. Probably Book of Luke. It's a good book. Probably the best one. I do enjoy Exodus. Some of it. I also enjoy Acts. Acts is a damn good book. Acts is so underrated. It's like one of the best books in the whole Bible. If you've never read Acts, read it right now. There's a lot of fucking people who haven't read the Bible. Especially in America where most people are Christian. Yes, dude. Angels are very scary. Every fucking angel. All in the whole Bible, every angel starts with "Do not be afraid." They must be intimidating as fuck. Fucking wheels of eyes and shit. 6 wings. Covering the fucking eyes and feet or something. Remember in Prince of Egypt when the angel came down and killed everyone? Was it God or was it an angel? I don't remember. Who was it who killed all the firstborns? Was it God himself or was it just one of his angels? I think it was an angel, right? I don't remember. That was such a good scene, though. Prince of Egypt is such a good movie. What if God is just this really short, like, nasally kind of guy? So you're not allowed to look at him because he's embarrassed, like fucking the Wizard of Oz or something. That was cool. That was a good reset, but he didn't have a combo. He didn't have enough orbs available for a combo. Is God God's dad? Underrated question. You might have just broken religion with that one. Did you know that it's neither stated nor implied in any point in the Bible that God is omnipresent? It's also not really implied that he's all-knowing. People occasionally say it, I guess. But there's a decent amount of evidence to the contrary. God being surprised with shit. Or getting mad after he's told stuff. Maybe he was just withholding that he knew. But omnipresence is a relatively recent idea in regards to Christianity. God's just kind of, he goes from place to place in the Bible. It's like sometimes he's here, sometimes he leaves. I don't recall God being described, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was described physically in like a psalm or something. The closest we get to God's description is that we were made in his image. But that could mean anything, to be honest. Ooh. What if you get to heaven and God is just Danny DeVito? And what if there's like another Danny DeVito walking around that's the actual Danny DeVito? And you like always mix them up. You have to like preface, you have to be like, oh wait, are you Danny DeVito or God? That's just a coincidence. God didn't even arrange it or anything. It's just like with enough people throughout all history, someone would look quite a lot like him. And that person was Danny DeVito. What if you get to heaven, you meet God, and he's a naked man, and he's always got an erection? And you're like trying not to look at it. And he just acts all casual, like it's not even a thing. And all the people who wouldn't mind, they just go to hell. So heaven is just only the people who are uncomfortable. And then you can talk to God, but he like jacks off while you're talking to him. Yeah, like Dr. Manhattan, except horny. And you start talking about your family, he starts jacking off faster. If I was God, that would be my heaven. Wonder if God is hot. It's a good question, dude. I feel like theologists haven't really prepared us for that question. Remember that fucking card crusher? Remember that guy? His whole thing was he was an expert at making people uncomfortable. Anyone ever remember Card Crusher? I don't remember his actual name. He's some fucking Japanese guy. What if God was that? What if God had the omniscience to fucking make people as uncomfortable as possible? I mean, Tokido might be the top one player, to be honest. Like, let's be real here. Tokido should be in every top 8. That's a good sign, because he's the best. Isn't Punk working on a secondary? I feel like I saw Punk playing some weird character. Was it Colleen? Was it Ibuki? I don't remember who it was. It was like some character that wasn't him. Not that I thought the character was bad for him, not that I thought that he couldn't make the character work, but it was someone who caught me off guard. I once did something very embarrassing that I can never tell anyone. Actually, 2 things. Was it Chun-Li? It might have been Chun-Li that I'm thinking of. I didn't know he played Sim. Shit. That's a weird one. Chun-Li's a good character to play right now. Maybe not. People still know how to fight Chun. Need to wait a year for people to forget. People still remember when Chun-Li was Season 1. And all that shit still works. The anti-Chun-Li knowledge is still quite good. But Chun-Li's like underrepresented for her tier right now, I feel. I feel like Chun-Li is probably high tier. And she gets the play of a low tier character. Chun-Li's like a secret character right now. I don't know if she's good against the current meta. I once put a note in a girl's locker. That was one of the things. And also I didn't put my name anywhere on the note. But that was an accident. I like realized after I put it in that I didn't say it was me. But it still like came out that it was me. And then I never talked to her again. That was in middle school. That was one of the two things. And then I spent like 6 years thinking of what I would say. If it ever came up. But then I never saw her again. But whenever I think about that, I never talked to her. I just saw her around a little bit and I just thought she was cute. And I was like, I'm gonna put a note in her locker. And then I did. Super, I mean, VT2, Chun-Li has okay burst damage. I wouldn't call it great, but it's there. It's present. I kind of got crushed as easily as a kid. But I didn't handle them in like a normal way. You think if you had a crush on someone, you would talk to them and hang out with them? But I would like borderline avoid them. I didn't write any fanfics or anything. Now I feel nothing when I see women. And also men. I feel nothing for anyone.